yeah. Oh, yeah. What up? Welcome.
Man,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
you used all
You used
those
all those
voice
voice
stuff and
stuff,
messed up the
messed
whole
up the whole
stream.
stream.
There we
There
go.
we go. Are we back?
We're back.
Are we back? I don't know why. Every time I have something going on here, it decides to freak out. Yeah. Can you hear me? Rich, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir.
All right. I don't know what happened. My computer freaked out for some weird reason. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Geek Culture Congress. My name is Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by my good friend, Mr. Rich Ortiz.
What's up? What it do?
Yeah, hopefully Joey Franchise and Terry Lewis can join us momentarily, but we're gonna get the show going, ladies and gentlemen. It's just me and Rich today. Here on Geek Culture Congress podcast, we talk everything nerd and geek and fandom and Marvel, DC, Star Wars. Well, we ain't gonna talk about the Acolyte because
I think we gave up.
we gave up on that. That's about what happens in the. That's my review of the Acolyte. Okay.
Hot garbage.
Yes, hot garbage. Anyway, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we got an exciting week, Rich. We finally got to see a trailer for the movie that's been reshot to death.
Captain America 4.
Yeah, boy. I tell
New
you
World
something, boy.
Order.
If Captain America 4 don't pop, boy, somebody losing their job at Marvel, boy. After all them reshoots, they added
How many did they say?
Oh, I don't even know, man. It's probably like $1 million in reshoots by itself. It's wild, man. Can you believe that?
Well, I mean, after the trailer and everything that I saw and everybody else saw that dropped last week, right after, what was it? Probably like Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a new Marvel movie to come out, but I'm gonna be honest. I looked at that trailer and I wasn't really excited for Captain America.
You weren't feeling it? Oh my God!
Dude.
You were not feeling it?
Nah,
you were not feeling it?
Nah, man. I watched it. I like. Are you gonna do the stills? Because if we're gonna do the stills,
we're gonna hit it up. Welcome to Joy Franchise, who's joining us live.
Hola,
sir. What's going on?
Not bad, sir.
Oh, you good?
Hanging, man. Trying to entertain my child as much as I can.
I hear you. Joey was super excited about the Captain America trailer so much so he did a whole reaction video and everything, man. He used all my work resources.
It's true. Somebody's got to, right?
I was looking for my employees to put them do stuff, and now I'm recording a reaction video for Captain America.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. But Joey was super excited about it.
I mean, it was impressive for a movie that, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, or how I was going to, like other fans of, Chris Evans's version of Captain America and this whole just new regime of Marvel phases that we've been going through. I mean, it was good to kind of get like some kind of hope. And I feel like that's what this trailer gave us. I think Harrison Ford is going to, flourish in this role of Thunderbolt Ross. I'm excited to see that. I was happy to get a little glimpse of Red Hulk. I'm glad we didn't get like, a full like frontal version, pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just gave some kind of hope. And, I think we really missed some of these, serious tone movies, and Captain America gave that, and this trailer gave me Winter Soldier vibes, and
nice.
I'm excited to see what was going to happen. I feel like they because they had they rewrote some stuff and reshot some stuff. That's why they added a lot of Giancarlo
What?
Esposito in the trailer.
Bro, there's probably like millions of dollars of research, right? Or more, probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yo, they got to these like Marvel at this point can't afford to mess up right now.
Bro, this movie, I think if it makes a billy, it still didn't make enough money. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we got Tarek Lewis. Tarek, are you listening to us with your phone? No camera today? Or he's just he's trying to get some technical things working on his side. So hopefully he'll join us soon. Shout out Tarek Lewis. But let's scrub through it. Hopefully while we're scrubbing through it, Tarek can join us too. So let me get the share here.
Yeah. So Joey's excited about it. Me, other than the whole Red Hulk cameo and who we think is Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.
Right.
It is Harrison Ford.
Yeah, it's Harrison Ford, right? But they didn't show the face and they didn't show anything.
I mean, they're not supposed to. I mean,
yeah.
But I think it is Harrison Ford. If you pause this, if you pause the that scene,
you can see him. Yeah,
Harrison Ford.
They CGI'd him. They Hulk CGI'd him. Mr. Tarek Lewis, welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, the trailer was trash. Go ahead.
Thank you. Coming in hot.
Tarek's coming in hot. Tarek, all your Facebook fans told me to tell you to watch their comments. They be commenting on your feed on your Facebook page and not on. I guess
that's crazy. Tarek got fans and nobody responded to him.
Bro, I
was fine.
Yeah, I look back at his replay. He got like 25 comments. I'm like, oh, what happened to these comments, bro?
How you gonna turn your back on your people like that, dog?
Come on, Tarek.
I feel like I was fine, man. I've tried to.
my man got in a couple episodes of Outer Banks and switched up on everybody.
I got big. I got the big head. I already had the big head. I'm getting the big head.
You gotta, you can't even reach him through Facebook no more. You gotta hit up his manager.
We're the only ones who got the in on Tarek.
Crazy,
Lewis, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Make sure you follow the all the projects that Tarek Lewis has been in so far. Yeah, and you can check him on his IMDb and know exactly what he's been in and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're gonna scrub through it. Yeah?
We're gonna scrub through it, baby. Let's go.
Hey yo.
All right. So Captain America: Brave New World. Yeah. Dropping February 14th, 2025. A lot of girlfriends gonna be pissed off.
What? Talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of relationships getting broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the tone of the beginning of the trailer. It's cool. Kind of like getting used to a new boss, a little bit of the lose the mustache thing, of course, because there's a new actor playing Thunderbolt Ross, who is now the president. I don't know. I thought it was and I get the outrage of people who are like, oh, man, we recast Thunderbolt Ross, but we can't recast Black Panther, like somebody really important, But I digress. I mean, we're at where we're at, right?
That's tough, man. I feel you on that though.
Chadwick.
Can't do it to Chadwick.
Yeah, Chad. I mean, they kind of wrote that. They wrote him off on that one, and it was him passing it up to Shuri, and she's supposed to be the new Black Panther. Which is, I like the way they wrote that in to kind of give him that his dedication that he needed. But hey, man, Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and this is interesting. What did it say? Build Hulk better? Is that what it said?
It's interesting how this trailer has a certain scene in it that actually is relevant to what's going on in today's world.
Yeah, a little bit. They're playing around with some visuals. They're trying to, Thunderbolt Ross wants to make Captain America an official military position, and when he says, well, what if we disagree about something? Something's going to go down, and what happens? That's interesting. I know we just get a scene of work from me, Sam. Which it's not here.
One thing I didn't like about this trailer though is that it seems like they're still I thought, which was the whole point of the show, with I mean, what's his name with Anthony Mackie? The whole
Mhm.
show and with him, it's like they try to wrestle with the whole identity of Captain America, and I feel like they're still wrestling with that identity in the movie, which is what I thought the plot line was. The show was supposed to be, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know. Like we get a little. I forget what was the name of the character here. The one of the original these secret Captain Americas was making an attempt on the
Oh,
president.
that's Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah
Right?
Bradley.
Yeah. So we get
Yeah.
Isaiah Bradley back. And he obviously is like a sleeper agent. Somebody activated him here.
Joaquin also. I forgot the kid who's going to be the new Falcon.
Oh dang! Look at that. Look at that CGI. Misplaced CGI there. Oh, he was trying to shoot through the glass.
Joaquin
Okay,
Torres. That's who it is. Joaquin Torres.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's the kind of glass Trump should have had at his rally. Damn, too soon.
That's
Too
crazy.
soon? Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, too soon.
It's not too late. What?
Everybody just
That's
tweets
Isaiah
that.
Thomas that went through that window, right?
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, or Isaiah Bradley. Sorry.
No, that's Isaiah Bradley. That's
Isaiah Bradley. That's what I meant. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Bam.
he just so apparently like I guess they saw clips at I forgot what convention it was, but so I don't know if it's like a Hydra thing or kind of like how Winter Soldier will react
Yeah,
whenever you read that
I think so.
recited
I think it's
the
that.
words.
Yeah.
Apparently like it's a song that goes off that sets Isaiah Bradley off like that.
Right. This is interesting here. These red satellites here. I don't understand what. The
I think it
where
kind
they're
of
at
gives
right now.
the hint like the Red Hulk.
Mhm.
That's where like the leader is like kind of experimenting with stuff.
Maybe.
That's probably his lair that they discover. He's wearing the old suit on this one, so this has to be early in the movie. That was the leader right there on the phone.
Was it?
Samuel
that's
Stearns.
it.
Yeah, Samuel Stearns.
Hold on. Let's see if I can pause it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's his big head, bro?
He's probably under
Come
that
on,
big ass
baby.
head.
While we're in the middle of this review, I'll tell you that we are finalizing our introduction into podcast radio US. So let's keep the non-friendly non-friendly FCC language to a minimum.
Oh, we're bringing
please.
back the beeps.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're bringing back the beeps, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we was wilding last week.
Hey, he told us that we could say whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, until now. Until now. Stop it. So this is I guess they're in Washington D.C. or they're somewhere else here. Yeah.
I would think that's DC, probably Arlington.
Yeah. Oh, somebody passed away, or I guess they killed
Yeah,
Isaiah Bradley. I
Somebody
guess.
from the military passed.
My initial thought that it was Cap, but probably not, right?
Man, but you know what? Maybe the president died. You know, there's maybe the president died, and
Oh
he
boy,
comes
yeah,
back as the Red Hulk.
the one from Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, good point.
Maybe.
Or that could be the end of the movie. And maybe Thunderbolt Ross dies in this one.
I don't know, but we see a bunch of cars here messed up.
Messed
Like,
up, yeah. That means something happens at that funeral for sure.
bro.
Giancarlo Esposito, I'm hyped that he's in the MCU.
Or they go back.
He's playing
Or they go
GW Bridge. I'm not too familiar with the character,
Yeah,
but he
it's
is
a deep cut.
Yeah, it's a deep cut from the Captain America comics.
And then there you go again, and you
That's
see
fire.
Thunderbolt
So stop
Ross.
it right there. Stop it right there. Go back a little bit. So that scene right there, that's supposed to be Tiamat.
Yeah, that's what I heard from someone.
Word?
So
Yeah,
yeah,
not
that's the
this one.
Tiamat joint. That's
Not
the
this one.
hand.
Oh yeah.
See how he's wearing the old suit. So this has to be a mission. This has to be the mission of people going after vibranium and Falcon. Well, Captain America and Falcon stopping. Whoever's trying
Actually,
to
you just saw right there. There were two Falcons right there.
Yeah,
you
that's
go
Falcon
back.
and
That's
Captain America.
Falcon and Captain America.
And Thunderbolt Ross is gonna like that. That's why he decides to bring the Captain America program back.
And there he goes.
There was
Because
your,
of their work on
there was your
The Red
Red
Hulk
Hulk.
throwing down that shield.
Damn.
Red Hulk money shot. Good tweet. Anyway, I can't get it to stop it there. So yeah, that's it for that one, guys. All right. So there you go, guys. We talked about the Captain America Brave New World trailer. Go watch it for yourselves. And
I'm
enjoy it.
kind of with Tark on this. I think it's looking kind of trash. Other than the Red Hulk
Really?
thing, yeah.
I'm interested in it.
But
It's
again,
definitely it's that the whole Captain America trailer is definitely more entertaining than everything I've seen from the Acolyte. So there you go.
How low are we setting the floor? It's like saying, "Hey, it had more action than different strokes." Of course, of course it
my
did.
thing is like if they drop this right before Wolverine and Deadpool, that means that there's a lot that they're not showing. If they're showing that much, that means there's a lot in this movie, and probably that has to do with Wolverine and Deadpool to go into this one, because they didn't like didn't show much. Showed Red Hulk and they showed that, but they didn't show much.
They weren't
No, they
supposed to.
didn't.
It's a teaser,
It's a
and you got,
teaser,
and it's
yeah.
not for another like 6 months,
That's it.
7 months, right?
True.
What was it? July, yeah. So my thing is just get everybody hyped up right now while you got some steam going with Deadpool Wolverine, which is gonna do numbers because they're only showing 35 minutes of this movie, and from what I've heard or read online, is everybody's raving about it.
Really?
First 35 minutes of the movie, everybody's going crazy about. The reason they can't show like advanced screenings to this is because there's so much spoilers and stuff that shifts the, pendulum for MCU in a crazy way.
I'm sure. I'm here for it.
I'm
Let's
hyped
see what
for it.
happens. Yeah.
But I think this is gonna be we're gonna get our new Avengers team through this Captain America movie too.
Okay.
So I think Sherry's gonna pop up. I mean, Falcon, Captain America, Falcon, whatever you want to call him, like Sam Wilson is not gonna go toe to toe with Red Hulk. That is not happening. Mark Ruffalo gonna pop up. Somebody popping up. Help him out.
He's got to call the bench, probably.
You don't think he is? You don't think he's gonna go toe to toe?
He's got to call the
bench. I
bench,
don't see it, bro. I can't see it. Like respectfully, Sam Wilson he gets busy. He's gotten busy. I've seen him get busy, but like
he's gonna make a call to the dugout.
Hulk,
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, he's gonna make a call to the dugout. Somebody, second string is getting called up.
And it's gonna get. And then this is what sets up Thunderbolts. So they're gonna set up Thunderbolts right after this.
Well, in that scene, it looks like Red Hulk comes out during that funeral scene. So I guess that's when the big reveal will be. So I think in that point, he's going to probably be fighting Giancarlo Esposito in that scene that we're looking at. But we also see him throwing down the shield as well. So I guess he has to go up against him if he's throwing down the shield.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think at some point it's going to happen because we see that.
Maybe Thor comes through. Yeah,
Thor?
We never know.
I don't know about that.
I don't see Thor.
I see Hulk, definitely. That's just in all these characters are all in his pantheon. You know what I mean?
Nah, Hulk got baby mama drama. He ain't gonna be nowhere to be found, bro.
You got baby mama drama on a whole other planet.
Him and his son gonna pop up.
Maybe his son pops up.
Maybe his son and his cousin, they all pop up. Who knows?
The cousin. You know what? Actually, She-Hulk.
What's that?
That's what I think.
Cartoon? The Hulk Smash one, Team Hulk, with all the different Hulks. What was the name of that the one? Team Hulk? Was it Hulk Smash? What was it called? It was like a team of Hulks.
Yo, can we do a $5 ante on who we think is gonna be the special guest? I'm gonna say it's gonna be She-Hulk.
You think so?
No, it's got to be Hulk. I think I say it's got to be Hulk. Possibly She-Hulk. I can see that. Both of them kind of teaming up on this. Just because, Paramount's got that weird situation going on with Marvel where they can't do singular Hulk movies.
Oh, it's Universal.
Yeah, Universal. That's what it is. They can't do, standalone Hulk movies because they don't want to play nice with Marvel. So I think Marvel's, this is their loophole of like getting more Hulk in the movies. That's why they got to bank on these Avengers movies. That's why Thor Ragnarok happened the way it did and gave it like a Planet Hulk storyline. So this is kind of what is going to happen. And I think this is where I think Marvel will force their hand, Universal's hand, into doing a standalone Hulk movie and finally doing World War Hulk.
Well, apparently, didn't they say that Edward Norton or one of them were supposed to make a cameo in the Wolverine Deadpool movie?
Probably Eric
Really?
Bana.
I
It's
think
probably
it's
going to be
Bana.
Eric Bana.
Yeah, I got a 20 spot as Eric Bana.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. But I
I
guess
don't
it
know.
could be
The whole
anything.
thing with Wolverine and Deadpool is supposed to be different. What is it? Different dimensions, different. Uh, it's a Hulk, or not just Hulk, but like different characters in different universes. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
We will see, guys. All right, guys, let's get into it. Everybody's caught up on
I
the
will say
boys,
this
right?
though. Just one
Go
last
ahead. No,
thing.
go ahead, Tarek.
They,
Go ahead, Tarek.
they continue to make Falcon look cool.
He's not really. They tried.
It,
They gave him that whole
Falcon was
run.
kind of a bit of a joke to me in the comic books until he became Captain America. Like he had the little bird or whatever, but they continue to make him look cool. So props for that.
I don't know.
he
That
looks
comic book
pretty
run didn't do so great. Like when he took over as Captain America. Like they eventually had to bring the real Captain America back or write a story to bring him back. So it's kind of like the death of Superman. Like all those spin-off stories didn't do so well. But we'll see. Everybody's caught up on the boys right now, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What an episode, man.
Yeah, man. Like this was all creepy. Like all this Sesame Street 7 thing.
Yeah, those
that they
things
had,
creep me out.
Christmas
bro.
special. And like all the things that they were talking about.
Yeah, they're talking about kids ratting on their parents to see if they're Antifa.
Yeah, that was wild.
We also saw in this situation right here is Sage kind of starting to get a little bit of flack from Homelander and Firecracker after Homelander and Firecracker had their little moment together.
Yeah, their little
with their milk party.
Their milk party. The same thing.
Milk party. It's crazy.
Milk parties.
But yeah, Sage in the beginning right here, she's talking to them and she's starting to lose a little bit of her power,
patience.
if you will. Yeah, with the 7.
She's starting to lose her patience, really.
Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't feeling this season of The Boys, but I feel like the development's been good.
I like it. I love it.
I think so. I think it's engaging. I'm still engaged. I haven't turned it off. Like I have Acolyte. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking about Acolyte again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually, Speedy. Damn. You
hate this show so much that you're so excited to talk about it.
so excited, damn.
No, not
Homelander, dude, the character development in this one episode alone is more than the Acolyte's first 7 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I hate to say this, man. Sage reminds me of I got a cousin like Sage.
Oh, wow, really?
You know what I mean? I got a cousin like that, man. I got a couple cousins like that. They'd be like, yo, I'm going to get them. And then they get in there and they're like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't do what I thought I could.
That's funny. That's funny. This is
but Sage,
interesting.
we also found out Sage is for the streets, though, too. Watch out.
Oh, yeah. She out here smashing them.
Yo, anybody can get, it's bring a whole new level of the slang word brains. Like back in my day, brains meant something else. We was giving somebody brains. I know we got new sponsors. I know we got new podcasts going, but you get somebody brains back in the day and then a certain thing. Now it means a whole nother thing with Sage.
Yeah, it's true. This is a little weird too. This whole thing with his
deep
octopus lover.
Yo, they could have casted a better guy to play Deep than this dude because he is owning this weirdness.
He's gonna be the new remember American Pie Stifler, that actor Sean.
Yeah, no, he's old boy Jason Biggs.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna be like he has some opportunities coming for him. I think after this is over.
Who is the voice of the octopus? I think it is it's somebody famous.
Is it really? No, it's
like,
it's
really
oh my god,
really
she's in Marvel.
Actress.
She's in Marvel.
Like
she's
Jennifer Connelly, right?
No, it's the chosen one, the one who was in Doctor Strange. Oh my, I can't believe I can't remember her name. I can't remember her
Look it
name.
up.
But she's like the chosen one in the Doctor Strange movies.
Let's see who's the voice.
Chosen.
Of Dr.
Oh, Tilda
Oh,
Swinton.
it's
Tilda
Yeah,
Swinton.
Tilda Swinton. Yeah, see, I had a
Yeah, I
feeling
think
it
it's
was
Tilda
something.
Swinton.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
That's insane.
It's a crazy image. But yeah, this
well, we
whole
won't we
thing.
won't be hearing much of her anymore because
There you
At
go.
my
There's some
brain.
we'll see
there's
what
some
happens.
family friendly. There's some family friendly text right there going on. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Speedy.
It's okay. We just need the audio version to be clean.
I'm gonna read you guys a quote on how she got cast real quick. I just looked it up.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And this is from one of the casting people. It said, "For Tilda, we didn't know her. It was just that once we realized the Ambrosius was going to be a character this year, we in the writers' room all said we need the classiest, Oscar-winningest British actress we can get our hands on."
Boom.
And that's a really short list. And Dame Judi Dench was unavailable, so that's how they got Tilda Swinton. Yeah,
That's funny.
kudos to them. Great choice.
Yeah. It was. It's very entertaining. This is interesting. The thing she's doing the Zoom with her mother there, and
Yeah, mom gives her some flack for getting the abortion. She
Yeah.
also finds out, this is where Starlight also finds out that Huey saved the Starlight costume.
That's right. And then they have a discussion about that.
No, but the crazy one before all that was when Kimiko got like her and Frenchie were like, kind of reconnecting again while watching old boy whip up that new that virus that can infect soups or like brewing it so they can kill Homelander with it. Yo, and man stabs her in the leg. And then they have to cut her leg off before the joint spreads.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
like-
later.
Wow.
On. Is that later on? this
That's a
episode?
little bit later on.
Yeah,
That's later
Wow.
on,
Because,
but yeah.
That's later on in
because
this
he comes
episode.
back. Yeah, because
Yeah,
this is
well,
the part
yeah,
where
'cause that's
Butcher
the-
comes and
The
talks
scene
to them and
before
asks them to
Butcher
help.
comes through and then he brings Frenchie back.
Mhm.
He says that, he called in a favor to bring Frenchie back.
Yeah, he's gonna walk in with him right now. Or he
And then
probably
this
is
is the
already.
part where there's that fight. Oh no, that's a little bit later too, I
Oh,
guess.
And I think honestly, like you're big into the heroes, but it's interesting. Mother's Milk. This is Mother's Milk. Mother's
Yeah, his
Milk.
name's Mother's
Yep,
Milk.
Mother's
Yeah.
Milk.
Mother's Milk. His development is dope because he's having panic attacks. He's questioning himself. He's questioning his morals. He's got a family.
You know
And
what?
his
I was
family-
thinking
and-
about
Later.
this. I was thinking about this the other day. Is Mother's Milk kind of like us, the audience, like how we are kind of reacting to things
I would say.
a little bit?
Yeah, that's
Like
actually
he's the normal human with normal thoughts. Like that's really messed up. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to protect my family. I'm just trying to protect my daughter, my wife, or my ex-wife, or whatever you want to call it. But still, yeah, you know what I mean?
that's actually a great interpretation. Yeah, he kind of is. He's like, yo, we got to get rid of this, and this is something I want to do, but also, like, man, this is getting tiring, and
Yeah,
I'm
like
having
he was
panic
about to peace
attacks,
out.
and I'm running out of cool T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And
Each
this is
episode.
And this is the
And this is
discussion
the
he's
first
having
time. Yeah, this is the first time that his ex-wife actually like shows him some love.
Mhm.
with yeah.
And he's one of the few people, other than Huey. Well, I think now, even before all the characters of the boys of the boys, have all had a personal experience with one of these superheroes. So I think we're getting a little bit more of like how much Mother's Milk is affected because his wife's boyfriend was the first death of this series of this season. So yeah.
And I also like the A-Train story arc
Yeah.
or redemption arc, should I say? So
Yeah.
interesting.
That's a good one. I like the fact that A-Train is like you turned over, and I think seeing him just kind of just be tired of like the BS that goes on at Vought, and now him being more of the actual superhero and playing that role, and when he was saved when he saved Mother's Milk and saw the kids face expression when he did so. Like he felt in that moment that he was a hero. Like he felt like he stood for something, which is why I hope they're just not setting it up to just off him, bro. Like that would suck. But if Schoolboy smashing, I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, this whole series started with A-Train and him killing Huey's girl, and now like that he's actually coming around and being good. You know he's gonna die. Like we already know. Come on. Like we see where it's going.
Well, there's an interesting out that happens at this episode.
I like that I don't know if it was in this episode, but I like that they have their moment, Huey and A-Train.
It was last
it was in a previous episode.
Yeah, they have their moment of reconciliation. He's like, okay, you still haven't paid me back. Now this will pay me back. Speaking, we talked about the casting for that. The one who plays Ashley Barrett, the PR person, her character development has been crazy.
Yeah, she gets good every season. She's like really like the kind of comedic relief and all this. Like I feel like the same vibe we get from Mother's Milk as an audience, and him just kind of being that human aspect, for like the good guys, the working class guy, like that's just kind of what I feel Mother's Milk provides as far as like audience engagement. I feel like that's the case with Ashley, but just on the worst side of it, because now she's playing damage control all the time. These guys are getting caught up in messed up situations, and Homelander's doing what he's doing all season long and trying to run things, and she's just her hair's she literally pulling her hair out.
Yeah, and she's a ill freak.
Oh yeah, she's crazy.
They pull up on this apartment here, and I guess they find some plans to is it assassinate the president or I forget what kind of plans that they found in this apartment. But it's some kind of like master plan to do something bad.
Yeah, I think this is where they find out about the camps and assassinating the president.
Oh yeah. The current president, right? Okay, and then they find this girl locked up, but then she turns out to be like crazy.
I forgot why they went to go pull up on that chick.
Yeah, no, they just found her randomly in that.
Yeah, they found her. She was just randomly in old boy's house.
Yeah, but then she was like a shapeshifter.
A shapeshifter. Yeah.
Yeah. So
was she set up there or?
I don't know. I don't know. It was kind of weird just the way that was.
She pops up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this episode. I think what happens is what we learn later that Sage knows all this. She knows A-Train's the leak. So I'm doing a spoiler of our own spoilers. Because she knows A-Train is the leak, she leaves them there.
Oh yeah.
So A-Train's the one that tells them like, yo, you gotta talk to this person, and leaves them there, and we'll see.
Okay. So here in this scene is Mother's Milk is talking to A-Train. He's like, yo, I'm out. Belize. Peace. See ya. Nice knowing you. And A-Train is like, no, bro. Like, I'm in this fight now,
Yeah, it tells him about the whole situation of when he saved him and how this kid looked at him and how that kind of reignited the whole hero in A-Train.
Yeah. But that motivates Mother's Milk now to get back in the game.
Yeah. And there you go. This is your scene, Joey.
Yeah. I jumped too quick. Pause.
Oh. Well, they're going back and forth between some Homelander stuff.
You know what's wild? Like, what dawns on me now? It's wild that Homelander's cape is the American flag. It's so disrespectful. Like, it feels so disrespectful, right?
It is. It's like the whole show is just made to just shake you up and take you out of your comfort zone.
So they took Sage out of trying to find the leak, and in this scene, Firecracker finds out that Weaver is somewhat of the leak, but there's a whole weird there's a weird scene here.
Image right there.
Yeah. There's a whole weird scene with Weaver and his superpowers, and they become uncontrollable, if you will.
Oh God, yeah, that was
nasty. So we're showing that, but we can't say ass on the podcast. That's weird. That's not keyword.
I have to edit that out later. What's interesting, and I know it amazes me is how the special effects artists make this. Like, let's make a machete version of Webweaver, his same height, let the actor rip him apart, and when he rips him apart, all the stuff is gonna squirt out of it, like if it was a real human being. I think that's amazing. I think a lot of it's practical, more practical than CGI. What do you think, Tarek?
I think so too. And I just recently, I'll talk about it briefly later. I saw this horror film Maxine this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I went to go check that out, and it's that genre. You'd be amazed, and I'm not the most experienced actor, but you'd be amazed how excited people are to make these things happen.
Right.
Like the industrial light and design, like how excited they are for the challenge of making these things happen. And when I see it, I'm very, very impressed. This was very impressive. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. Yeah, but
it was disgusting. And I'll be honest with you, man, as a man, I looked away, and I had to go back and rewind and watch it again and say, like, I'm a man. I should be able to watch this man get ripped in half. What I thought was interesting about that scene is it was the first time seeing Firecracker like horrified.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she kind of looked like, even though I'm feeding this guy breast milk,
there you go.
This may not be enough.
This might not be worth it.
That's funny.
And I think Firecracker low key is realizing that Homelander is psychotic as well, and that what she thinks, because she truly thinks that she's doing good for the world, and I think like now she's realizing that maybe she's not on the good guy side.
Yeah, Firecracker's like the Bronny James of the Seven. She's like, I know I can only do these few things, but I'm really in with the main guy.
Here's your character development between Frenchie and
Kimiko.
Yeah. And they're arguing about how come he didn't let Kimiko visit him in jail.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I guess a little flashback of a little bit of Kimiko's drama.
She was young, yeah.
And things that she did.
And why she doesn't talk.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much she's like letting him know. He's like, oh, if she hated herself the way he hated himself, like she wouldn't be there helping. And that, the fact that they are helping and making a difference is what helps her keep on going.
Right. And then more arguments, more couple arguments. The octopus and the Deep here.
The Deep and his girl reveals that she knows about Sage.
Yeah.
This is so sad. And if anybody's ever seen on Netflix My Octopus, this is heartbreaking for you, man. This is like the Notebook. This is like the Notebook.
It's like a Notebook in the boys.
I'm heartbroken by this, man. This broke my heart, man.
Yeah, man. The deep is pretty messed up. Letting that poor octopus suffocate.
Yeah, because he thinks that him and Sage, they got something going on.
Mm. And
I honestly think she faked her death.
Oh, the octopus?
I don't think the octopus is dead.
Can't they survive off of like out of water for some time?
Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
Oh, you guys are gonna make
she
me
died
Google
pretty
it.
quick.
How long?
Yeah, I think she faked. You can freeze an octopus and unfreeze it and it'll live. Don't ask me how I know about octopus torture. I'm just telling you.
Here we go.
Hey man, you got an octopus in your house, man?
It's actually above his headboard.
Here's a fun octopus fact, ladies and gentlemen. A fun octopus fact. It might seem abnormal, but most species of octopus can survive out of water for 30 to 60 minutes.
Yeah, look at that. Straight.
I think she's made a plan. She has another little vat of water. She's faking it.
Oh, what if she ends up being some type of leak?
Yeah, right.
But then, like, there's a weird thing. He doubles down with Homelander. He's like, "Yo, I'm here for you, bro. I got your back, bro.
I'll kill for
anything
you, bro.
You say.
I'll kill for you, bro."
The Deep is unshaved the same way every time.
Yeah,
like he's not completely shaved the same way every time.
It's very precise. If you let it grow, it starts, getting itchy and bumps start growing. You gotta.
Yeah. Whoever's doing continuity on the show is great because he has the same unshaved face each and every time.
Yeah.
But I think these scenes show how much Homelander is not losing it, but like how much people are losing faith in him.
Yeah. So I thought this scene was interesting because literally, the president, is it president elect? She is now,
Yeah, president elect.
or presumptive president elect,
Yeah.
something like that. Whatever
Well,
they call it.
isn't she the vice president?
Yeah, she's the vice. She's the vice president.
She's the vice. I don't know. But I just thought it was interesting because Hugh goes and talks to her for one-on-one, and she could pop his head off, and he knows that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she could be like, whatever they talked about, and like whatever he was trying to blackmail her, and she was just like, whatever.
And I don't really want to know, but I'm curious as to why certain things don't work on Homelander. Like, why can't she pop his head off? Like,
I think it's more like it's like a standoff. It's like
Well, yeah.
how fast
I remember
could she really pop his head off before he lasers her? You know? What
Yeah,
I mean?
he even said that one time. He said, "Do you think you could pop my head before I could laser your head off?"
Yeah. So it's kind of like a standoff of like who could make it happen first.
Okay.
But remember, we know that she has the same powers that who's Marie Moreau has in
From Gen Z.
Yeah. So that's why she could pop heads, because her power really is
blood,
to control blood.
And blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. And then I forgot, they make
This
the
is
move
the
on
fight
boys
scene
here, the
where
fight scene.
Noir and Deep fight the boys.
Yeah,
Well, it's really
Homelander
Starlight.
says they gotta go, so he
Yeah.
sends Black Noir and the Deep go handle business. And
So it's Huey, Butcher, and Starlight versus Noir and Deep,
yeah.
and then they're getting their asses whooped. Yes, yeah.
Starlight has a good set of super strength.
Yeah.
For-
Yeah. That's the thing about the boys. All the heroes have super strength to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
It just varies.
Yeah.
Like how much they can heal. Like even
right here, even though this is blurry, even right here, she's like wailing on him.
Yeah.
But then they're getting. Can I say ass?
Oh, sad. Ass has been going. No, we'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it
I'll
out.
definitely tell you.
But
I'm trying to
the
get rid
boys
of
will
that.
figure it out in post.
Say it.
Yeah. So the boys they're getting their butts whooped,
There you
and
go.
then A-Train comes through and he saves the day, and then we actually see Black Noir fly, and kind of a little bit more of his powers and what he's capable of doing, and A-Train comes through, lets them know, help, not just helps them out, but then runs.
Oh, yeah,
And then
he does
goes
help
to
them out.
Ashley Barrett
He's like, I'm
and
out.
lets her know, like, hey, yo, we gotta go. Like, they now know I'm the leak. And
I wonder what was he
And
gonna
she
do? Was
decides to
he,
stay.
was
He's
he gonna
take her with her? Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Was he gonna grab her and run with her?
I guess.
I guess
yeah.
so.
And she stayed. Yeah.
Yeah, she's there.
That's very indicative of what's going on right now.
So this scene is important because this is like something that happens messed up to.
Yeah, it's one of those blink if you
Starlight
blink
later
you
on.
miss it.
Yeah. And then they have
So
this
that,
little
yeah,
conversation
that
and stuff
woman,
like that.
very,
Oh,
very important.
Yeah, can we go back to it? What who was she? Like, yeah, I might have
Well,
missed it.
I don't want to ruin it, but like, so that woman right there, as you can see, she's taking a picture with Starlight, and she's touching Starlight, which is
I get what you. Okay, I get what you're going.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
she's touching Starlight. She becomes a very vital character later on because you
Yes.
come
Yes.
find out that she is actually, in fact, the shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Mother's Milk cancels on the wife because he says, "No, I really need the help to stop this. It doesn't matter if we go to Belize or not."
So
or
this is
matter
a
of fact,
great moment for me.
I think A-Train said.
For me, watching this was a great moment where I think where Mother's Milk is becoming kind of the butcher,
Yeah.
and he's kind of like, this is the only thing that matters. Like it doesn't matter. And I don't know. I might be jumping ahead, but someone says, "Do you think this is not going to spread to Belize?"
Belize,
right.
where it's gonna go. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing. He realizes that he can't run away from it if they, if they were to be successful and by they I mean the 7 and Homelander. If Homelander is successful in running those concentration camps in the U.S., it's going to make its way to Belize because they're going to start controlling everything.
Yeah.
This is interesting here. She gets
Every
fired.
black man in America has seen this face.
Oh my God.
And they said to themselves, well, this is the end of my life as I know it.
Yeah, so
Funny.
and that just really quickly, and what happened in that is Sage is finally relinquished of her duties. Homelander ends up sending her back to Detroit. And him and Firecracker are the ones that are looking for the leak. But in this scene specifically, Homelander lets them know that Homelander and Firecracker say that they found the leak and that it was Weaver. And then she comes and tells them that it's actually A-Train. Right before Noir and the Deep go and tell him. So when she gets kicked out, she crosses paths with Noir and Deep. And then you find out that they're actually in a little love triangle themselves, and Noir has also been smashing Sage.
Yeah.
And Deep just says, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's the biggest bro moment in television history.
Not only are they bros,
So here's your leg decapitation, Joey.
I was gonna say not only are Noir and Deep bros, but they're Eskimo bros.
They're Eskimo bros, B. They're deep in the igloo.
Deep in the igloo.
They just scrambling brains together, cuz.
Oh my God.
Nah, but Noir. The funny part in that situation is Noir Deep says to Noir, he goes, "You've been lobotomizing her too," and he's like, "Lobotomizing?" Yeah. He said, and Noir says that he loves Sage.
So basically, she only gets lobotomized by Deep. Only with Deep.
Only with Deep, yeah.
Because he's just that. He's just that dumb.
So Noir says he loves Sage, but really, Sage probably loves Deep a little bit more because he was lobotomizing her. So, it's like, who are you in deep with? Ooh.
I see what you did there, Rich.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's a deep thought.
Here, the scientists.
Deep thoughts with the deep.
The double meaning, cuz. Okay, I see you.
Here, the scientist sticks Kimiko in the leg with the killer virus, and Frenchie, quick thinking, chops her leg off. Of course, she could regenerate it, so it's not.
So I don't
like in The Walking Dead, yo. He chops that off. Get that out of there.
I don't know if this was in the comic books when this happening, but like Rich said, I immediately thought The Walking Dead when they had some very strong moments in that series where it's like, yo, cut the arm off before it gets there. And they had a couple moments like that. And I'm not gonna lie, even though I knew that, I was kind of like, oh no, Kimiko. I was like, oh no, she's gonna die.
She still regenerates, and she still has her powers. So
yeah, but I thought she was gonna die.
They got the virus in the leg.
Yeah,
they got the virus in the leg.
Yeah.
Now, could that be a plot hole though? If she regenerates and she could heal herself, wouldn't she be able to heal herself from a virus?
It's probably the virus is probably meant to attack that certain kind of how X-Men have the X gene, and in X-Men 3 they terribly executed that whole make them human shot that they were giving them.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that. So it's whatever it is meant to attack the compound V gene. So
Gotcha.
Whatever that is for Kimiko, it's a wrap.
I thought of it as that it would have killed her if they didn't cut it off, but also that that whole in X-Men the series, it's like Wolverine had to get the virus in order for them to come up with the cure, in the cartoon at least, and also that what Joey said, it counters the Gen V, the virus. It counters the compound V in her body. So, but it also has to make it strong enough to kill Homelander. They originally said the virus is not strong enough to kill Homelander, so they got to make it so strong. So if it can kill Homelander, it can probably kill Kimiko.
Yeah.
But that was the fastest that I've seen that virus spread, because it was like almost instantaneously going up her leg.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely weaponized it. Then he ended up leaving. A leg for a leg.
Yeah.
I guess.
But like at this point, I mean, I know we're winding down in the series, well, like as a whole, because I think they got one more season after this. But like, bro, do we want to see like Homelander go out in this one? Like, he's such a good bad guy. He's easy to hate, and you just grind your teeth at him. Like, damn, like yo, somebody take this dude down. But
Yeah,
he's
Anthony
such a
Starr
good-
does an amazing job.
Anthony Starr is killing it. And I'd like to see him play like a crazier villain, like somewhere in the DC or the MCU. Like, he's a really good villain, and it's just gonna be really hard. Like, I hope they don't really like. I doubt they're gonna do that and like kill off Homelander, but yeah, I hope
Well,
they don't.
if they did, who will replace him? They have to end the show.
Yeah, they have to. But I mean, if you're gonna end off the show like a series finale, I could see it going out like that. But it maybe
I think Homelander's just as vital to the bad guy side as much as Butcher is to the boys. Like, I think if you take out Homelander and you take out Butcher, you got a totally different show.
Yeah,
That's true.
Weird.
That's true.
Yeah,
And we know Butcher's
Huey.
gonna die.
I like Huey and I like Mother's Milk.
I think they're setting up Mother's Milk pretty nice though, to like carry them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it'd be a different type of voice.
But I like.
I think is Homelander the boys' universe Loki? Like, we need to keep this villain.
Yeah, or more like a Thanos.
Look at Thanos.
Loki Thanos hybrid.
Yeah.
But yeah, before the playback error. No, you're all good. So if you're not gonna, I'm not gonna say anything unless you're gonna go back to it. Then
I am.
I bet.
Just give me a minute. But yeah, we'll talk about it. That's fine.
No,
We're
but what I want to say, they were showing Homeboy, aka Ryan, and he finally kind of grows some a pair, if you will, and he finally says how he feels, and there you go, right there. During the special, he actually tells everybody, he goes on national television, he tells people, like, how his mom wanted him to always tell the truth and to do what was right. And he said that, ratting on your parents and calling them Antifa is wrong and that you shouldn't do that. And Homelander saw it, everybody saw it, and now that also kind of opens up. He also talks about Butcher as well and how his mother loved him and how his affinity for him. And that's like the one thing Homelander hates, and that's the fact that his son looks at Butcher like a father figure and not him, because he's his actual father. So it's also showing you what the big fight is going to be and what Homelander's fighting for, and that's for the acceptance of his son, and he's not getting any of that. And then Butcher ends up seeing it in the bar and passing out, or so we think. Does he die? Does he pass out?
Does the virus
find out on the next episode?
Does the V take over him? Because he kind of did a whole haha, look at the kid is on my side.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because didn't he also send the kid a gift? He sent the kid a gift too.
Yeah, he sent up something for Christmas.
Wasn't it a picture or something?
Yeah, it was a picture of them.
A picture of him and his mother.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you a question. Like this scene right here, we're looking at. I'm sorry, Speedy. Go ahead.
Okay. No, we're gonna talk about this. Yeah.
Oh, and we learned that Butcher cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, did he cheat on his wife, or did he smash Maeve while she's in that house?
Get it? Because they said something about him with Maeve. They did say that. They
said that. What's that guy's name? Dean. What's Kessler. Kessler, when he's talking to him, he says something about going in raw with Maeve.
Yeah, leaving it in. Yeah,
and leaving it in. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? And then, which brings us a perfect segue to Huey and Starlight right here.
Speaking of
See-
leaving it in,
Boy,
you see-
I couldn't. I did everyone? Did you all think? I was like, how does he not know that's not her?
I thought it was her.
You did, okay.
I thought it was her too. And then, like, but for Huey, he knows her
because
strokes.
they played it so nice. Like, got to shout out to the writing in that because we've yet to see them really get intimate. They've had all this, they've been busy, with the fight against Homelander Squad and the whole her having an abortion being leaked out to public. Like, what I mean? We haven't seen them really catch a moment together and really romanticize each other. And now we got that in this episode. It's like, oh man, like, yo, my man Huey, everybody get it in. Like, shout out, like, finally a moment to kind of breathe in their relationship.
And we also find out that Huey has a little bit of a kink, which is the Starlight outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that I had the same kink.
But in that last scene,
I was like, whoa, okay.
In that last scene where you see Starlight all tied up, you actually see also the whole sequence when the girl touches her, the shapeshifter touches her, takes her into the bathroom, knocks her out, and then actually turns into her. And she's the one that's there with Huey, goes into the safe and steals the laptop. And then the episode ends there. To be continued.
Hold on, what was in the laptop again? Was it the virus?
Yeah, I think it was.
I don't think it was the plans too for the Secret Service, the positions that they were at, so they could take them out.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if Sage had planned all this too because of how her brain works.
Maybe. And she's still a wild card. She might be upset.
She might switch sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna switch sides.
I told you. I'm telling you guys.
I called that. I called that too.
I called that from the beginning.
She gonna
Speaking
switch
of
sides.
cliffhangers, this nonsense we're about to watch.
You're not happy with House of Dragon right now?
No, dude.
No. Really?
And listen, I was just to prove that I'm an actor. I was shooting this weekend, and I was like, I'm gonna come home and watch House of the Dragon, and I was like, yo, what?
Dang, man, I like the episode. I mean, it's
it's
true to the book.
I will say it was a little bit slower, more of a setup episode, but it was still good.
No. And you kind of feel bad, for him, his
Lord
loss
Coyle,
that he had. Lord Forrest,
yeah, I feel bad for old Bobby McFerrin there who lost his wife. Yeah.
What's this on here? Let's see. They parade the dead dragon head through King's Landing,
which is very important because the dragons are supposed to be seen as gods and symbols of strength, and for them to have a dragon head, a lot of people were taking that as a bad omen of things to come, but also as a bad omen that these people. They go back to it in the episode a lot, and they say that they've had peaceful times up until that point, and then for them to see a dragon's head is a bad omen for everybody and a symbol of bad times to come.
I think in this world we're coming from Game of Thrones backwards, and I think in this world no one has ever seen a dragon killed.
No, they haven't. They also, but the thing is also they haven't seen dragons go up against each other. They've always seen dragons at peace, and dragons the one taking over in the war to win them wars. And this was the first dragon that they saw actually die. Well, they actually saw two.
And the guy, I don't know what the relevance of this character is going to be. I kind of know because of the books and some stuff I read on Wikipedia like an idiot, but he says they're just meat. As they're walking by, he's like, they're just meat like everything else. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of know what's coming, but the rat catcher's still up, and it was a good introspective episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy how, like, what you just showed, how they were pulling in Aegon's body, or he's not dead, so not his body, but covered up. Smart,
Covered up so
smart.
they could cover it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not-
And you also see that Sir Kristen Cole is kind of the one calling the shots right now, like trying to have everybody look at the dragon's head instead of Aegon coming in, because they don't
Yeah,
want them to know that Aegon is, on his deathbed pretty much.
yeah. The daughter, I keep forgetting that they have a daughter. That Allison has a daughter. The daughter kind of looks like whoever the Lakers drafted in the first round this year.
But yeah, we so in the beginning of the episode, it's them finding finding out what's going on and what has happened in the battle. Rhaenyra's talking to this guy, I forgot his name, but she kind of calls him out and is like, "Hey, you question me all the time, and you have the same amount of war experience that I do since we've been at peace.
Yeah.
So tighten up, my dude."
She
I'm
sends him
tired
to
of
go
all
do
the smoke
something.
going my way.
She sends him to go do something. To go to
Yeah,
to
she was
rally
like,
some
"Stop."
soldiers.
She was like, "Stop throwing shade and go get me some soldiers, my G."
Yeah.
She's like, I need to know what my husband's doing. He's a private detective at this point. I need to know what my husband's doing, what he's out there, what he's up to. Come back and report.
Yeah.
And then in this we see Jacaerys, or Jace, if you will, for short.
Yeah.
He's talking to his wife, and he's talking about going and leaving and doing deals by himself. Which is, I mean, one thing that you kind of got to look at is the last time Rhaenyra's son left to do something for him, he ended up dying, of course, to Vhagar and Aemon killing him. So that's like one thing that we thought Rhaenyra was going to get mad about, but later on in the episode, we find out something a little different.
Yeah.
We see Daemon here in the river run, kind of talking to the
Bracken.
The Brackens? Yeah, the
Brackens,
Brackens.
Yeah.
And you know what I found interesting about these scenes is that the Blackwoods, who are rivals with the Brackens, are like, well, and my man right here, he says, "We'll choose fire."
Yeah.
And my homeboy says, like, "Yo, you didn't burn them," and he's like, "Yo, that's not the way you raise armies." So it's kind of like
he's like, these are pretty much the guys I need. He's like, these guys rather burn than kneel to somebody that they've been fighting for years and decades, or whatever the time that they said.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, you don't burn those people. You keep those, because those are the kind of soldiers that we need.
Yeah.
But he's got to make it happen. So now he's talking to the guy of the house.
The Blackwoods.
The Blackwoods.
Yeah.
And he's like, do whatever.
And he pretty much tells him, he's like, hey, you've been fighting them all these years and it hasn't worked. How about you try with a little bit of sugar instead of salt? And he's like, okay, let's try it.
No, they use a little bit more salt than sugar. As you see later on in the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Then this is the interesting situation here at the Vale, right?
That's the Vale, yeah.
Yeah. And this is the right now. I forget her name now. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it fast enough. Let's see. It heard. Oh no, I thought I had it.
I'll look it up. Don't worry. Keep going.
But as interesting, because she wants a dragon. She wants a real dragon. Like she's pretty much the Vale from Game of Thrones. It's pretty impenetrable and very solid fortress. But she knows her weakness is the air. She's literally in the air, and she knows she needs to protect herself fully. She needs a dragon. She wants a dragon, a full-grown dragon. They're like
Jane Eyre is her name.
There you go. And the dragons are like the tactical nukes of the of Westeros.
Yeah.
And then she kind of, she lets him know that she wants one. They say that they brought him two, but that they were small. Yeah. So Lady Rhaena kind of lets her know, like, hey, I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be taking care of y'all. So
I like what she said. She said you didn't specify the size.
Mm-hmm.
of the dragons, and I'm like, yo, that's a slimy negotiation tactic.
But
But
you see, in this episode, size is a big thing here. Like they keep on talking about Vagar and how he's the biggest dragon, and how
yeah,
everybody fears Vagar. But and the size of dragons keeps on coming up. Lady Reyna is talking about the size of her dragons,
Mm-hmm.
and then also at the end of the episode, they talk about more, which we'll get into later.
mm. But yeah,
And
I thought that was a great scene to just describe what dragons meant to the world. Like no one can
right.
penetrate the veil except for a dragon. So
Also, Myseria's interesting role as a whisper for Rhaenyra is interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I like all
So
this stuff.
we all know from Game of Thrones how Varys was so important. And it seems like there wasn't a master of whisperers prior to like this period of time. It's like, okay,
Right.
we need a master of whisperers. Like, so.
And then again, they kind of talk about the dragons and how Vagar's the biggest.
Yeah.
But then Rhaenyra says, yeah, he is, but Cyrex is faster and also a little bit more agile than Vagar. And that kind of like is a little bit of foreshadowing too later on. You can kind of tell that that's probably going to be a battle that's going to come, which is Vagar versus Cyrex.
Yeah. Yeah. And man, what's the hair braiding budget for House of Dragons is crazy. Someone in Atlanta's making a lot of money. Dude. Someone in Atlanta or Baltimore is making. I don't think they braid like that in Dublin.
And she's pretty much just interacting with all of her, family allies.
Yeah, but we also see Bela.
Williams.
Bela's been quiet, but Bela you actually see that she's actually really smart when it comes to her wisdom and like her advice that she gives to everybody, not just Rhaenyra, but also to Jace and everybody else.
Yeah, Damien's pissing me off.
Yeah,
he's got a weird
Damon's bugging.
Yeah,
he's got a weird
Hey,
art.
Damon's pissing me off. I gotta be honest with you.
This is his mother?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's his mom.
All right, we're gonna
Targaryen
say where we're at.
Look at the look on his face. That's the same look I have right now. Speedy, that's how you be looking at us when we're not in the room on time. You be like, yo.
Yeah, my man's having fantasies about smashing his own mom. That's crazy.
That's mad weird.
He's on that weird juice that this lady put him on.
Yo, see, incest be messing up the brain, bro.
Yeah.
Incest be messing up the brain.
So yeah, I feel like her character development has been so excellent. Alicent Hightower, or Targaryen, I guess she is. She is just go on, but she is just.
But she's a Hightower. Don't even call her Targaryen. She doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve the title of the Valyrian lords.
True. But Alicent, I think she's like again, she's realizing that her sons really don't have her back as much as she has their back.
Yeah.
And in this situation, she's trying to make a claim on how she should be queen and she should run
queen regent.
Yeah, she should be the queen regent and she should run the Seven Kingdoms while Aegon is recovering. And pretty much everybody tells her, nah, Aemon has to. He's the dragon rider. He has the biggest dragon in the Seven Kingdoms, and that he should be the king regent because him and Sir Criston Cole have been, doing all the planning and doing everything.
I like the cinematography right here, Tarek, is just so good, right?
It's really good.
It's
really good.
It's telling you so much with a picture.
To put him in focus in that moment is a great idea.
Yeah. And not even just that. Look at the placement of Alicent between both of them because she thought that she had both of them in her pocket, and both of them betrayed her in this moment right here, saying that Aemon should be the king regent or whatever.
So there's a big thing that I got from this moment is I think the Maester, the guy right there, the Maester, he says,
Yeah.
we can't put her as the regent when our part of our claim is that a woman shouldn't rule.
Mm-hmm.
So we lose our strength if we say she can rule in the king's place.
Mm-hmm.
Like that loses we lose our position. And I thought that was very like poignant. Like they're like in earlier Rhaenyra in earlier episodes had said they'll never accept a female ruler. I think one of the people on her council says like, oh, the women of gentle spirits don't understand this, and she's being hit with that. I think Alicent in the past 2 episodes is being hit with, oh, I didn't really understand this. I thought it was just about preserving family and legacy.
The double standard is real out here.
Yeah. I'm Hillary Clinton in this. I'm not.
That face. Look at that face. If I could show the audio people this face, they'd be like, "Oh yeah."
That's how I feel like. That's how Drake looked when they came out with BBL Drizzy. It's the same look. It was the same face. And here comes Mustard on the beat.
Yep. and then we get the perspective of the small folk from I guess he's a bastard, right?
Yeah, he claimed he was. We really don't know.
Right.
I think from reading the books, I think this guy is going to play a big part in the murder of some of these dragons.
As you can see here, and I could be wrong, but this dude does have white hair.
He does.
Can he be a Targaryen?
Absolutely. He absolutely could be. Yeah.
And one thing, and I actually just thought about this just now, which what we will see later on in the episode, is that one of the big thing is about I guess family and the Targaryens that have fallen out of the family tree, or the bastards that, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't want to say
Alicent just right now is coming for the smoke with Cole right now.
Yeah. Every man has had this conversation too. Well, I thought you said you made all these promises.
Look at that face, poor Cole.
She was
he saw the equivalent of nuclear war, and he's like, it doesn't even matter.
She was like,
we lost 900 soldiers, something like that, right?
She was like, but I took a bath before you put a mouth on it, and he was like, but you don't got dragons though.
Look at Rich.
Oh man. Yeah. Every dude I know who looks like that guy acts like that.
In the previous scene before he leaves, Aegon Aemon, sorry. Closes the gates.
Yeah, he makes his first decisions as the regent, and he says, cut down the rat catchers and close the gates. Nobody goes in or out.
Nobody leave. Yeah.
Yeah. So we see from the perspective of the bastard. He's just trying to get out with his daughter. His daughter's really sick, and he can't.
Yeah, all the small folk. This is. I think these are great. What the House of the Dragon is doing is making Game of Thrones better, to understanding like why some of those decisions were made in Game of Thrones and some of the stuff that was said in the Game of Thrones show. It's making those final seasons a little better. Like, oh yeah, no, you can't, like the small folk, like, it's making, because I think we all thought watching Game of Thrones last season, like, yo, just burn your place down. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And now we're seeing like, why they can just do that.
Yeah. But this is also foreshadowing too, because what that girl tells Rhaenyra too is like, don't like she says something about the common people, like, the common people are people that are struggling right now, and that those people are going to be her biggest asset later on.
That's right. And the son comes, I forget what house is it that she's
Massaria.
This is the phrase. This is the twins. Yeah, the famous Red Wedding perpetrators.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in the future now, they're descendants, should I say?
Yeah. This is in the past. They're unattractive then too.
But he's
This
trying
is
to make a
this
deal
is
with
the
them.
first. Yeah, this
Do
is
you
the
think-
first
do they-
time you see Jacaerys kind of make big boy
Yeah.
moves, and he makes a deal with the phrase.
Yeah. Do you think the Freys are going to betray them?
No,
Okay.
no, I think this works out. I honestly, I like this moment because I'm like, yeah, put your big boy pants on because it feels like it's just Damon and Rhaenyra, and it's like it's kind of whack. Like they're not together. It's like, okay, let some of these heirs put the. So I like this moment. I like this moment with him and the phrase. I like the moment previously with him and Bela, and talking and like if we're gonna have some
Everybody
dragon
gotta kind of
duels,
step it up.
yeah, if we're gonna have some dragon duels later, let me believe that these people are worthy of fighting Aemon and Aegon and whatever. So this is the first time I felt like, because he made a statement. He said, she said, well, they have dragons. And he's like, yo, you're ignoring the fact that I have a dragon right now.
Yeah. Like staring at y'all.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
But their whole plan right here is to start is to stop, I believe, the Lannisters.
The Lannisters, yep. To Lannisters from
This is the Lannisters are supposed to be marching through River Run here, and their plan is to kind of to guillotine them, if you will, or stop them from getting access to the River Run.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. Dragons are like pit bulls in the hood. Like, hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pit bull. It might get loose. He might come at you. I don't know what to do.
Damon is not doing some labor trying to get that roof repaired, breaking some wood, trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
That's
another hood thing. There's a lot of hood stuff in here. It's like,
yeah.
Well, man, I pay you 150 less if I help you out with it.
Is it Alice or Elise? This Red Witch.
I think it's Elise.
Elise, yeah, Elise.
I don't know her name. She frightens me. Look at her. Look at that brow. That's Neanderthal brow.
But she's like the only person that kind of calls Damon out. Everybody kind of lets him do whatever he wants. She's the only one that kind of checks him.
Yeah. She told that man, "Oh, you and your wife are having an argument." He was like, "What?"
So now let's see. I feel like I missed something.
So this in this right here, this is when Bela goes to talk to her grandsire.
Nerds talk about
Sub Bam Angel.
Yeah, she's kind of bringing him back into the fold, and that goes back to what you were saying, Rich. Like she's a little wittier than we think.
Because before we see her quiet,
yeah,
and then now she kind of like speaks up, and we realize that she's been paying more attention than we've been led to believe.
Yeah,
and she actually has good advice and tells them pretty good, sound advice.
Yeah, she's on her Sansa vibe. She's on her Sansa like, yo, I got it figured out.
But she kind of tells Lord Corlys like, yo, I understand. Like, my mom died in front of me. Like, and Corlys is mad that his wife was killed in action, and he's kind of still mad at Rhaenyra. But Bela is kind of like, listen, my mom died too, and also my grandmother was the one that died, and they both died, with honor and how they wanted to die.
Yeah, and Rhaenyra wants Lord Corlys to be her hand, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And everybody, if you know how hard it is to convince a dread of anything.
Oh my god.
You don't get a dread to change his mind, cuz.
And this is when Rhaenyra sends him on his mission. Like, hey, you're gonna go and get Daemon for me. And he kind of like calls her out and is like, hey, we haven't seen eye to eye. You're not punishing me, right?
Yeah. Remember all that sugar that they were supposed to be using to get those people in there? Yeah, it turned out to be salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they came in the middle of the night to talk to Damon about their grievances, things that happened, kidnappings, and all kinds of crazy stuff that was happening, trying to convince him to.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of foreshadowing too with this part because the guy from the Brackens, they said that they fight like Northerners, and he didn't really know what he meant by that, and they started getting mad because they said that they were raping and pillaging and doing a lot of things with dishonor.
Yeah.
And the armies that he was supposed to, or that he thought that he was going to get, actually are now going to be going against him.
Yeah.
And another thing about that scene, he said they were waving the Targaryen flags.
Yeah,
and I think Damon said to them, "There's certain things you have to do that can't be attached to a king or to the family," and it seems like they did it anyway.
Right.
So it may be like he may turn against those guys just to get the other allegiance of the other lords.
But this is also like setting up for, because the whole thing with Rhaenyra and Daemon, which like they talk about, is like Rhaenyra doesn't know if Daemon's actually for her or against her, and all the decisions that he's been making have been like seem that they're against her, but they're really not decisions that he's been making. He's just trying to help, and he's actually making things worse.
Yeah. Everything they said about Daemon in the first season turns out to be true. Like he would be an awful king, an awful leader.
Yeah. And they pretty much call him a tyrant in this one.
Yeah.
And Little Red Riding Hood here. The fog budget. The fog budget is second only to the braid budget. The fog
Party
budget
City,
is out of control.
got a Party City discount.
Yeah.
Fog everywhere.
And then and that's the scene where Jace finally talks to Rhaenyra. We think that she's gonna be mad, but she actually commends him for everything. Talks to him, says how proud she is of him. But it also kind of lets you know that Jace is probably gonna have a little bit bigger of a role moving forward. But again, more foreshadowing, probably gonna end to him dying.
Oh, he's gone. He's a goner.
Oh, he's dead. He's dying. Because the way you got to think of it is that the story of the Song of Fire and Ice gets lost somewhere, and the only two people that know this story right now are Rhaenyra and Jace.
But the most important thing that they're talking about right here is that they literally got some dragons that have no riders.
So so now they're talking about Silver. What is it? Silverwing.
I forgot.
Someone else I forgot.
And I forgot what the other one. But they said that they have two bigger dragons that nobody has written yet that is under them in the dragon pit. Yeah. And then they come up with a great idea like, hey, let's look through all of these scrolls and see what family members are out there that could possibly be dragon riders.
Yeah. And this is where my Wikipedia went out of control. I know about the dragon seeds. Like they have a thing about dragon seeds.
You're right.
That are gonna play a part. And I'm like, okay, they're alluding to that. But it was a disappointing cliffhanger for me. Because it wasn't a big enough one. It wasn't a great. They didn't tie anything up in this episode.
Well, so this is what I think is gonna happen, and I could be wrong. But I think the guy, the commoner that I was saying that could be a Targaryen, since they keep on showing him, either he could be one of the dragon riders or he could be one of the people or one of the commoners that kind of I guess motivates the people to kind of go against Aegon or Aemon and those guys.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be a dragon rider. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I thought he would be a person who rises people to go against Aegon or the dragons in totality.
It's possible. It's possible.
So let's talk about the best show on television right now, The Acolyte.
What?
Play the music. Play the music. Play the music.
What's that?
Play it. That song was better than the entire Acolyte episode.
This is the recap of the Acolyte right here.
That's how big of a Star Wars fan Speedy is, that he'll watch the crappy ones.
No. I haven't even watched it. I haven't even watched the I'm done. I'm done. Don't care.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no reason.
And
There's no reason to talk about it. Then it's
Yeah.
not.
I'm
It
gonna
wasn't
wait.
good.
I'm gonna wait
Yeah.
till the season finale, and then I'm just
nah,
gonna
bro.
binge watch them all.
Don't even do it, bro. Just I took the pain for you, okay?
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
And I'm saying this as an actor who would like to have some roles. I want to be on it. I don't.
You were like, nope, can't do it. I got a rep to maintain,
It
bro.
wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't very good at all.
Yeah.
We've
glad I
learned
missed
nothing. I don't
I'm
want
glad
to.
I
I'm
swerved
not going to blame the actors. I'm not going to blame the actors.
No,
or the
no, no, no.
performers.
And
It's-
and it seems like the actors are really trying to deliver what
Yeah,
what they have, to do.
it's very much a lack of understanding of what people like about Star Wars.
Oof.
That is
Thank
driving the shows. Like, oh, you have a lack of understanding of why we like Star Wars, or what we want to see, and you don't understand that we played the video games, the Old Republic. You've missed all that. And
Now we know why Anakin killed them all, bro. Because they're bored as hell.
yeah, he had to go, man. He was just bored. He was bored. Like, I'm tired of sitting in these meetings.
All the sand people. I killed them, and I wanted to.
Oh
what
my
he
god!
says, actually.
Yeah.
What else we got?
That's it, man. I think that's it for today.
So I saw.
Joey.
I did see Maxine. So Maxine was a good horror film for the horror film fans.
Talk about it, Tarek.
Good horror. It became more of a suspense film. So think more like Black Dahlia or L.A. Confidential. It was more of a suspense film than a horror film. But very, very good, very entertaining. Shout out to Ty West.
I think it was the perfect way to kind of round out the whole trilogy.
Right. I agree. So yeah, I was happy with it. I give it for a horror film. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8. That's really good.
Wow. Yeah.
I was gonna say 7.5, but you know what?
We're in the same range. Same range. I have to garner. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I got to garner the courage to go see Long Legs.
That's the Nick Cage horror joint, right?
Is it Nick Cage? Isn't that?
They don't show it in the trailers or anything, but yes, Nicolas Cage is supposed to be the murderer, killer, or something in this movie.
Yeah. Well, isn't it about spiders? It's about spiders, isn't it?
I think so.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, he is in it, but it's about spiders. I don't do spider stuff, so I'm gonna go. I'll do this for the podcast, for the group. I'll do this. I'm gonna go see.
Do you have a spider phobia?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it with you, dog.
Arachnophobia?
It's not a phobia. I'm just scared of them. Is that the same thing?
Same thing.
Yeah,
fear. Phobia is a fear of something, dog.
But yeah, so Nicolas Cage is supposed to be the main bad guy in this, or the killer, or whatever it is. I don't really know what the movie is about, but the biggest thing is that they've done trailers and teasers, and they have not shown his face in it yet. So it's supposed to be like a big reveal in this movie.
Interesting.
Okay.
He's Mr. Longlegs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna watch it. So for people on Facebook who comment,
I had a friend that went. He said it was really good.
Okay. So I'm gonna check that out.
We got SDCC news for Marvel.
Oh yes, please.
They're going to be in Hall H. So shout out to Rejected Scooper, who dropped down a list of announcements that Marvel will be making, or what it will look like. I guess they're gonna address Avengers 5 first and foremost with a new writer, a new director. I don't know if they're gonna show anything. They're just gonna make announcements and say that they found the people that they need to get it done. They're gonna announce a Thor 5 director. They're gonna address Blade being delayed. I don't know if they're gonna attach a date to that or anything like that, or any update, but they will say that is confirm it's delayed, and hopefully give us an idea where what we can expect coming out of that project. Hugh and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are going to be there. They're going to do a whole Deadpool Wolverine panel, and it's interesting because it's that same Saturday that the movie comes out, or they'll be there Saturday. I think it's Saturday or Sunday. They'll be at the Comic-Con the week of the movie coming out. So that's pretty interesting. And then apparently the rumor is that they're going to announce that they're returning for the Avengers film, which we kind of already felt like was going to happen anyways because of that. What was it? The little preview that they show in the beginning of the movies before the movie starts, telling you to shut your phones off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to announce that they're going to be back for Avengers. They're going to announce the Secret Wars director. There's going to be no Kang announcement. They're going to drop an Armor Wars new logo, Shang-Chi logo, date and potential, the subtitle, Shang-Chi and the whatever. They're going to also drop the Thunderbolts trailer. They're going to also give off the new X-Men logo. I think they're going to announce the movie. The entire cast of Fantastic Four will be there. A Doctor Strange 3 logo will drop. And that's all we have for now coming out of Comic-Con.
Cool.
For X-Men, the update for the X-Men is they'll announce what characters will be in the first lineup.
Interesting.
They're going to be a Midnight Suns logo. I'm sorry. Midnight Suns logo is going to drop. Thunderbolts, synopsis, Fantastic Four synopsis, and the Avengers 5 new title. And is that it? Young Avengers logo. Ryan Coogler is coming back for Black Panther 3. Scarlet Witch is a movie, and they're going to announce a director. Brave New World official synopsis, and I think that might be it. But some of those might show up at SDCC, but D23, they might save some of that stuff at D23.
Okay, probably. They usually keep some
because it seems like a lot.
Yeah, they do the good stuff at San Diego, and then they save some stuff for D23. So it's nice and spicy.
I think they announced the Scarlet Witch stuff probably at D23.
Probably. Yeah.
And Young Avengers and stuff like that. I think.
Rose Glenn wants to know, Rich, is your shield from Marvel Legends series?
I don't know what series it's from. I just know.
I think it is just the way the little details in it.
Like this right here, the little.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from, Joey? Rich, tell us the story, Rich. How did you get it?
Yeah, how did you get it?
I actually got it from GameStop. I bought it for.
Yeah, you definitely got the series. That's the only one they sell.
Yeah.
Legend series one.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's
the
it
only
for today's show.
The only news that I got, a little bit on the lighter side. Shrek 5 set for July 2026 with Mike Myers. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz all returning. Right now, they don't know if Antonio Banderas is going to return to reprise Puss in Boots, but July 2026, Shrek 5 is going to come out.
Oh, yeah. It's going to make money. It's going to be big money. Big money.
Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2 is currently available on HBO Max. Mm-hmm. It came out today.
I watched it.
So you can go watch on HBO Max. It is terrible, but you can go.
It is. It's pretty bad, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining than The Acolyte, I'll tell you that.
Oh, man.
And congratulations to Argentina. I'm sorry, on the Copa.
Yeah, Argentina.
Oh, shout out to Spain for winning the Euro Cup.
Yeah,
the Euro Cup. Yeah,
that's right. All right, guys. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for
hanging out with us here.
Hi, Sophie.
Say good night. Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, everybody. Let everyone know how they can follow you on their socials, starting with Rich.
Richie_Ortiz on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and on Twitch, which I do be talking about some Geek Culture Congress stuff. So come holla at the kid.
Yeah. Mr. Tarek Lewis, let them know how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and on YouTube, but on Instagram, we'll see what happens because they are blocking me from looking at people's pages who have sensitive material. We'll find out soon in the next episode of the Geek Culture Congress.
I kind of stopped doing the live streams on X because they want me to pay now. Yeah.
Elon's on your head.
Elon tried to tax me, bro. I said nope. But you know, I was getting some views on X, and you know, I'm flirting with the idea still. But I definitely not paying it.
He needs to pay for all those the Tesla truck recalls that he got.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Mr. Joey Franchise, I don't know how they can follow you, sir. Oh no, you got muted. You got muted, bro. Muted.
At Franchise on Film, at Joey Franchise on the personal.
All right. Of course, at me, follow me, my DJ life at DJ Speedy JR. And of course, go subscribe to the page, the official YouTube home of the Geek Culture Congress podcast, Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. That's 2 words, Speedy's Multiverse. Okay. Go ahead and give us a subscribe over there. And I appreciate all the new subscribers that have shown up there and are coming from all the other shows. Tomorrow, I will be on Sir Abdul's YouTube channel. And so you can check me out there tomorrow. And thanks so much for hanging out us here on the Geek Culture Congress podcast. If you just want to consume the audio version of the podcast, it's so simple, okay? Just look for Geek Culture Congress podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us here on the live feed. Monday, we will not have a show, ladies and gentlemen, because I am on vacation. We will be back the following Monday, and we'll try and catch up on the episode we didn't do and the current episodes of The Boys and House of the Dragon and whatever
and
else.
The Acolyte.
Yeah. And the San Diego Comic-Con stuff and all that stuff. Yeah.
Hold up. So when you come back, will we have watched Deadpool?
No, Deadpool will be the Monday before Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah. So there we go.
Speedy, we know you got a sneaky preview that you're not telling us about. You're probably gonna see that Thursday.
No, apparently they're not doing it. They've only showed people like the first 35 minutes.
They know they got it. They know they got it. They don't have to do that. They got that. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. Be safe. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Peace. Geek Culture Congress. Let's go.